Hey there, thank you for joining me again, the real Jason Duncan, and another video for Weekly Wisdom for business leaders. This week we're going to be talking about fear and knowledge, and we're going to come from Proverb 1:7 that says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction." You know, when I was a teenager, I loved going to haunted houses. Getting scared was so much fun, and the worst part of any haunted house, or should I say the best part of any haunted house, was when everything was totally quiet. And you're walking along, the quiet would lure me into a false sense of security, and my heart rate would go down, and I would start to relax. And then, boom! Some crazy person in a mask would jump out of nowhere and scare me to death. Now, I even worked in a few haunted houses when I was in high school, and the most fun I ever had was when I worked in one of those quiet areas of the house. It was a small, dark room with only enough light for me to make out where people were and to see their eyes reflect what little light my eyes could see in the darkness. And as the group would enter the small room and began feeling around for the exit, I'd hit the trigger on a train horn. Yep, a real-life, bona fide train horn. It would scare the living daylights out of people. Now, fear could be a funny thing. It could cause us to melt. It could cause us to get incredible strength. And it could even cause us to do things we would otherwise never do. King Solomon writes in this proverb for this week that knowledge really begins with fearing God. But this unfortunate English translation of the word fear isn't the same word that we use to describe the dread that we feel when we're scared. It actually means childlike reverence. Have you ever had an uncle you thought was Superman when you were a little kid? Or maybe you revered your dad that way, or your mom. As a little kid, we could display amazing faith and hope in people older than us. And this is what Solomon meant. He's telling us here that if we really want wisdom, we must have a childlike reverence for God. Not only that, Solomon goes on to say that we are fools if we despise wisdom and instruction. In other words, he wants us to understand that these proverbs are based in the truth of life that's given by God. And if we scoff at these truths and the wisdom that's revealed in them, we're fools. As valuable team members in your company, you need to seek wisdom so that you can work more efficiently and so that you can make more profits. After all, profits are what pay the bills. They provide your company with new technology. They offer you the opportunity to get raises and bonuses. So as we go through these proverbs together in this video series, I want to invite you to pay specific attention to the nuggets of wisdom Solomon shares with us based on his childlike reverence for God. There is no need to dread God. He's on our side. He wants us to succeed. Wisdom starts with knowing this. And I hope that gives you a little piece of wisdom as a business leader. Please join in next week when we go over another proverb. And until then, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn or Instagram at The Real Jason Duncan. I will see you next week. And until then, remember, Jesus is King.